Well, hello. Today we're going to be talking about your priorities for 2023. We're coming up to a brand new year here, but something very specific around your personal brand. So you may have a number of different initiatives in your business. It may be growing your business. It might be strategic partnerships. It may be divesting of a business, whatever it is for you. I always get this question: what should I focus on with my business, aside from the main things? Am I missing something? And I can tell you 90% of men miss out on this one particular thing, and that is focusing on your personal brand. It is so important to continue to build your personal brand. And a lot of people think, well, you know what? I'm not in sales. I'm not an influencer. I have this business. It doesn't matter. If you listen to my previous podcast episodes, you know that you are constantly marketing and selling yourself, and not just to people in business. You are marketing and selling yourself to everybody around you, your wife, your kids, your family members. That's what life is about. You're constantly trying to get people to do things that you want them to do, not necessarily from you can say a self-interest perspective, but every time you interact with someone, you want something from them. I talked about this in one of the influence podcasts. And one of the easiest ways to do that, whether it's in business or in your personal life, to get people to do things, is to actually have a strong personal brand. It is so critical. And let me give you an example. There's a number of guys out there that have a great personal brand. They have a great reputation. They have a great character. You can tell they have strong values, just the way they carry themselves, their demeanor. They are solid individuals, men or women. And when you interact with them, you just want to do business with them. There's just something about them. And I'm not saying that they're putting on a facade. What I'm saying is they have a strong personal brand. They have a strong presence. A brand is simply this: how people think and feel about you. What emotion do you leave them with when they interact with you? That is your personal brand. And you need to outline what your personal brand is. This is a key aspect of the training and the coaching and advising that we do with men in business, because if they don't know what their personal brand is, they don't know what other people are thinking or feeling about them. Now, that doesn't mean you can control what other people think and feel about you, but you can actually influence how they think and feel about you by having a certain particular brand and brand elements. So things like, what do you wear? There's some guys out there that I know just are always dressed sharp. Like, you can't just help but think that that person is sophisticated just by the way he or she dresses. It's just incredible. Then there's other people that are not so sharp. And even though they may be phenomenal business people, there's always a question mark that you have in interacting with these individuals. So you have to understand that. And I'm not saying you need to dress a certain way. I like to dress casual myself. For business casual, I like to wear either a t-shirt and a blazer and jeans or whatever that is. But your personal brand has to be your personal brand. And it can be whatever it is. It can stand out. One of the most important things about personal branding is actually being unique as well, and being different. And uniqueness and differentiation are the two biggest parts of having a personal brand. Actually, color is a big part of branding. Color is the most significant aspect of branding. I'm not saying your skin color. I'm brown myself. What I'm talking about is the colors that you wear. Because if you wear certain colors, people automatically stand out. Now, Don Cherry, if you know of him, he's the famous hockey, you can say, announcer, and he was known not only for his attitude. Take his attitude out of it, but if you take a look at the clothes that he would wear, it's incredible, because you knew it was him. You knew it was Don. You knew that this guy was different than everybody else just by the way he dressed. So his personal brand stuck out. So it's pretty phenomenal. But there's other aspects to your personal brand as well. It's the way you speak. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you interact with individuals. It's the words you use. And I'm being very direct and straightforward here. There are many, many men out there that I would not do business with just by interacting with their personal brand. Now, you might be saying, oh, you're totally stereotyping. I'm not talking about just looks. I'm talking about how they interact, how they carry themselves, their demeanor. Do they come across as trustworthy, for example? Do they come across as super confident and intelligent? All these things have an impact on you, your personal brand, and the people that you're trying to interact with. So that is the key aspect for you, or one of the key aspects for you to focus on for 2023, especially in business. And I'm going to say in your personal life as well. Your wife will be attracted to a specific type of brand that you present. Your kids will be attracted to that as well. So identify what that brand is. I kind of skipped over this part here, but you need to know what the elements of your personal brand are. And I would just write it down in 5 words. What do you want your brand to represent? What do you want people to feel like when they have an interaction with you and they leave? You want them to remember. What are those emotions that you want them to have? What do you want them to think? Do you want them to think that you're super sharp, intelligent? Do you want them to think that you're personable, that you're trustworthy? Whatever it may be, write it down. And then you have to be consistent with those actions. That is your mind shot for today. Identify what you want your personal brand to be. You don't need to be an influencer, but everybody has a personal brand. And if you don't create your own personal brand, people will create it for you or make assumptions about your personal brand. So it's very important to be intentional. So that's your mind shot. Pull out a piece of paper, write down 5 things that you want your personal brand to represent, either the thoughts or emotions you want people to walk away with. I hope this helps, and I wish you the very best. Take care.